The Carbon Cycle by Claudia, Brooke, and Adam. Humans and animals breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide in a process called respiration. The carbon dioxide is taken in by plants during photosynthesis. The plants then produce oxygen and produce fruit. People eat the fruit, or the fruit falls on the ground, and the CO2 eventually gets back into the atmosphere. When we cut trees down or when they fall down, people either use the firewood, which produces CO2 that goes into the atmosphere during combustion, or the plants go underground and go through pressure and heating, which produces oil and other fuels. The fuels are then used to power factories and cars, which emit CO2 into the atmosphere. Since we are producing too much CO2 from factories and cars, plants aren't able to take in all of the CO2, and the earth becomes warmer from the CO2 staying in the atmosphere. To reduce our carbon footprint, we can eat all of our food. Some of the pros of that are cutting down on methane in landfills and cutting down on carbon emissions from transporting the waste. Cons are less money for your products, overpopulation of food, and too much will go to waste in stores. We can plant more trees. If we plant more trees and preserve forests, the more CO2 will be taken in and more oxygen will be produced. Some pros of this are take in CO2 and produce more oxygen, provides homes for animals, and if you plant a tree, you save money. Cons are space to plant the trees, people chop them down, and if you plant the wrong kind of tree, it will die. We can also use more electric cars. We need more people to buy electric cars so CO2 isn't given off. Some pros of using electric cars are no tailpipe emissions, it keeps air cleaner, and the cars are quieter. Some cons are that they burn other fuels to produce the electricity, the cars are expensive, and there are not a lot of charging stations for the cars. The amount of CO2 in the air is going up because we are producing more from cars and factories. We are also cutting down trees and plants to clear for humans. The plants can't take in all of the CO2 because we are producing so much. As you can see on the graph, in the last 50 years the carbon dioxide concentration has gone up 80 parts per million. The graph is zigzagging because during the winter the trees aren't taking in all of the CO2, so the concentration goes up. During the summer, when the plants are thriving and green, they take in some of the CO2. The CO2 keeps building up and we produce more and more, and it warms the earth because the CO2 traps the sun's rays in the atmosphere.